I mean, yeah, of course it's a heartbreaking game. You'll never want to lose in that fashion. I said it. I think I said it this year or last year, or whatever. D'Lo clearly gets hit in the face on a drive. Replay center is going to go. It doesn't make sense to me.
As the NBA playoffs drag on and players are still playing games, LeBron James, the Lost King, keeps making himself look like a fool. That being said, what else is new about that? We saw how desperately and pitifully he had to blame the refs.
I don't understand what's going on in the replay center, to be honest. It makes no sense to me. It bothers me.
That's true even though these guys have made over 1,000 more free throws over the last 3 seasons than the next best team in terms of difference. It's a bunch of crap.
It's a complete crap.
This little pearl of advice came about because of last year's gentleman, sweeping by the Denver Nuggets, even though his Lakers were ahead in that series a shocking 70% of the time.
And it's just basketball. At the end of the day, it's just basketball.
Here we are this year after yet another guy swept the first round of the playoffs. They traded Anthony Davis, who is ranked as one of the top 75 players of all time, and has been named to 4 first-team All-NBA teams, for Luka Doncic, who had been named to 5 straight first-team teams before this season. Yes, old Bron isn't upset that they only won 1 playoff game all year. In fact, this one might be the best of the bunch. I know I say that a lot, but this guy keeps raising the bar. Don't lose any sleep.
Ultimately, teams win championships. I don't lose sleep over that. Like, how did me and Luka lose? Right.
What the hell is this guy talking about when he says not to lose sleep? Don't all great players get sleepless when they lose? Don't they fail every year when they don't win? Giannis Antetokounmpo might not be one of them. For every other great player who came before this age, on the other hand, winning was their main goal. It took over their lives.
The only guy that I would put in the discussion, because both of these guys, unfortunately, the late, great Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, in my opinion, the 2 guys I ever played against that was willing to leave it all on the court. And I didn't mean it all. They were willing to, if it meant drop dead on the floor, those 2 guys, I'm convinced, would be willing to do that for the victory.
Yes. Not today, though, when the supposedly best player of all. Time doesn't lose sleep over a humiliating first-round loss as a huge favorite with another all-time great partner from history. But hey, it's clear that his other partners are to blame. They're bad. Strangely enough, though, the Cleveland Cavaliers came back from being down 3-1 in the NBA Finals to beat the 73-win Golden State Warriors. During that series, Kyrie Irving averaged 27 points per game and dropped a 41-point masterpiece on 71% shooting on the road in Golden State in Game 5 to keep the Cavaliers from being eliminated. He then scored 26 points on the road in Game 7 and made the game-winning shot that sealed the series. Also, the Cavaliers' defense was busy keeping the Golden State Warriors to less than 100 points per game in the series, even though they only shot 43%. That's for a team that got 115 on 49% of the time during the regular season. But it's funny that I didn't hear the King say anything about all of his friends when they won that series. It was really all about him. It was that one that made me the best player ever. Then there was that bubblegum title on the Disney campuses, where LeBron wanted to be respected. I want to be respected too. When he gets his bomb ass dusted off on the old gentleman's broom in the first round, though, there are, after all, 8 other guys on the floor, So, this is yet another shocking addition to the sad book of lies that the great loser king is writing, and this is what ties it all together. As the self-proclaimed king, LeBron has built his brand on being great. He chases ghosts and changes the course of history. What's funny, though, that cap gets really slippery when things go wrong. All of a sudden, it's the refs, it's the teaching, it's the list. There are 8 other guys on the floor. When do they win? Yes, it's him. It's that one made me the best of all time. You see, real leaders take the hit when it matters the most. Jordan did it. Kobe did. As a loser, even Steph owns it. Why not with LeBron? Once the scoring stops going in his favor, he is no longer responsible, and that is the painful truth. Because in the end, rings may glitter, but accountability is what truly shines. And LeBron's crown? It's looking a lot more borrowed than earned. And while we're at it, let's talk about this so-called winning culture LeBron supposedly brings with him. How many times have we heard that? That when LeBron arrives, he changes everything, transforms teams, builds dynasties. But let's look at the pattern. Everywhere he goes, within a year or two, the team gets gutted. Coaches get replaced, teammates get traded or thrown under the bus. It's a revolving door of instability disguised as leadership. That's not building a culture. That's building around yourself and leaving rubble when it doesn't work. You don't build a legacy by demanding control. You build it by lifting others up, even when you lose.